Round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown. Down, Cowboys. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Ryan on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch gears. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
He's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On third down, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he's loose again. Touchdown, Cowboys. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from him.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from him. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves with those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Ryan. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Mike, watch the slant. Check. 21. Crunch. Jam. 51. Down.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here go 46. Under. Motion me out. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Here go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Check 26.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Go, get out there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slat. Slate, kill. 47, 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Run to the mic. Watch one. Blue dead. Mike, 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that'll back him up 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he'll be out of bounds. is. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Phillip Lindsey, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Ryan. Got his man. It's Williams. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not near.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Go 47, 52, 26.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Strong right. 47. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Vic Beasley able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Ryan now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, it's Williams on the catch.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On first down, Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run with Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And an alley to run. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Switch.
Recon, 132 fire.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Oh, good move. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Check 24. Hey, South. Undercrunch. Let him go.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Falcons. Philip Lindsey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
47.
Prescott to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kill.
Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He'll run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. This one caught by Ridley. A gain of 6 there on first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Jakeem Grant, 65 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Here we're going to 53. Here we go. 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan wants to throw it. And here he's got Grant.
That's it, baby.